So, hi.
Charbax,
What do we see here?
So here is our transparent 86-inch LCD light box. And you can see the pretty dancing girls here, right? It has 400 nits brightness. You know, it has the LEDs on the side. And it's basically for advertisements, you know, fashion, retail, shopping malls, museums, basically anywhere where you want to do advertisements, promote your brand. It's a perfect product. And the very unique thing about this is 10-point multi-touch, infrared touch. So a lot of competitors in the market, they do this product, but they don't have touch functionality. So, but actually we do. So we can put on different girls. You can put on an astronaut.
Nice. And you're in space.
And there you are. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get into the box because the back is closed. But we could open it with hinges, and we're working on a new version already. So, yeah, I mean, it generated so much interest where people say like, hey, you can do a lot with this because you can also install cameras, right? Where it could, detect where you're standing, what you're doing, and then it could actually display it on the screen, for example. Or you can make an animation of yourself on the screen. So there's so many ways that you can make this very interactive. And especially now, like you're playing around with your touch now, and you could even make like different softwares on it. So at the moment, it's just a monitor version. It uses HDMI-USB cable to connect to a PC. It can, at the moment, we're using a Windows PC, but it could connect to an Android, Linux, Debian, and you can make basically any PC you can turn into this light box.
I really want to see. So I absolutely want to see her on AI or something like that, right? And then interactions where she starts talking with you.
Yes.
And it's realistic, or it doesn't have to be realistic, but it has to have like connections, like responding with all these crazy AI voices.
Yeah, so the idea is that you can even just have this run over the Wi-Fi to like a ChatGPT software or an AI program where it could get answers from there directly and it could animate. It's just all about the software. So we have the hardware to do it. We just need to have the software to do it. But there's a lot of
beefy GPU that runs her, where she's actually answering your messages, and she can talk about anything you want.
Yeah.
And that would be like, but maybe you can tweak her to say, don't forget to sell stuff about the shop, But she can still answer anything, but try to always focus on Uniqlo or H&M or whatever she's working for,
Yeah. So you basically could sort of pre-program this AI, right? So the idea is that you put it together, and then you tell it, okay, focus on this, this, and this. So if people ask you questions, so it could have, we have microphones, audio speakers. It has audio speakers on the side as well, so you can even hear what she's saying then.
All right. Do you sell it? It's available?
Yes, so it's actually available. So we're selling it from our manufacturing place in China. We produce it by ourselves together with our partners. It's all a strong metal box, so it's very heavy, very big to transport.
Nice.
But it will definitely catch the eye. And then from the back, you can basically open it here. So you can even also put products or people inside Charbax.
Nice.
So,
the people can have a look, and they can go in there and dance with her.
Exactly. You can go inside, do your little dance. Exactly.
And somebody else outside is taking a video and everybody's laughing.
Yeah, exactly. And also with with branding, right? Product placement. You can even put products on pedestals inside. You put interactive content around the products to give that extra dynamic effect. So there's also, for big companies that want to promote their brands. And you can do it, sponsorships, you get sponsorships, subscriptions, and
the box is so bright, but that's the whole point, right? You want to have a bright box in the back?
Yeah, so that actually gives the 3D effect. So if you have this box that is completely LED with LED strips on the side, which are very bright, that gives the 3D effect. So you have the whole space for the backlight, which makes sure that there's a 3D effect. So if you have just a flat panel with no box, it wouldn't give that complete 3D effect.
So now the question is just, who's going to make the coolest application for this?
Yes, that's what we're looking for.
Somebody needs to do some amazing kind of like platform. You customize your avatar. I don't know if she's real or not. She might not. She might be real, but maybe you can have more or less realistic avatars in there.
Exactly. So we're actually still looking for software partners with this box. So it's a very new product that's out in the market, and we're really the hardware specialists. So we can always make sure that our hardware is tuned to match with the software that we can put on here. And then we can ship it as a complete package to the end customer.
Nice. But that was fun to see the latest on that, and we can actually see it around the world.
Yeah, exactly. So it's being put together by our factories in China. And I think you will learn more about this in the coming months, weeks, for sure.